All right. Wait for the players to load everything up. Sorry for the wait. We are going to be postponing our final match. JP is not able to make it, so it's going to be Sean versus Keith, and then Gottschall versus Patuchik. And so we'll have a quick night tonight.
All right, this should be the last good match, and the next one will probably be a blowout.
Blowout either way. It's
I mean,
Josh has
the
four.
next one is combo. The next one is combo versus combo. So there's no like really playing. It's let's open my 7 and see who wins.
Yeah.
Um, this should be interesting though. I think.
Well, but one player has serum powder. Can be kind of
Oh
big.
yeah. In the next match, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one is certainly favorite.
This is
Keith wins the roll, so he's gonna be in the play.
it's on shops, right? The Ravager shops.
Is that? Yeah, I don't remember the exact deck list anymore.
I linked the yeah, he's Ravager shop. I linked the deck list in chat.
Okay.
Could you send Sean a PM because chat is off and our graphics? I whisper to him.
Oh,
Yeah, because the only gripe I have about Cockatrice is that when you PM somebody, it takes up your whole screen. So everyone in the world would see our PM, even though it's just go ahead.
I mean, they should just like turn chat on.
I know he made two rooms and both times chat was off, so I'll accept it. All right, so Sean has a lot of basic lands and a trinket mage. I could see him waste if he draws like a mox.
Keith's hand is really bad.
Yeah, I would probably mulligan. He does
And
into
he
turn one
molds
sphere.
into a sphere and a wasteland.
Sphere
Oh,
Wasteland Revoker.
Sean mulliganed his do nothing hand into a force of will, a one lander against workshops. Just kind of okay. He's not even gonna think about it that
A one
much.
mox. One land to a one mox.
This is a really bad hand.
Still pretty bad.
He's mulliganed from an okay hand to a bad hand to a really bad hand.
I might have kept the hand. It had four lands. It had five lands in it.
Yeah, I keep the first hand. I
Okay.
mean, what do you just keep mulliganing?
Yeah, he went down the four.
Yeah, I mean, like you just keep one of those. You have force of wills.
John finds a batter skull on top, quickly puts it to the bottom.
Sean Sands is really bad. He has no chance of winning this game.
Yeah, not against Sphere. I mean, he could fetch an island, tap it, and play Mox, but I think he's just gonna get killed by that Revoker.
I mean, I don't. He needs a series of top decks right now.
Here, and the Sphere's gonna resolve. Imagine if Keith had the Soul Ring. The only way he could play turn one Sphere was a Soul Ring. You think that would have shaken
I mean,
things
that
up
wouldn't
a
even
bit?
change anything. He just plays the sphere the next turn. Sean has nothing.
Got Trinket Mage.
Because Sean needs to top deck lands, and he needs from that 4 card hand. He needs to top deck lands and action, and he needs Keith to not play a clock.
Right.
I mean, so he drew action. He drew that trinket mage. He needs to draw 2 more mana now.
Yep. Or
He,
a Mana Crypt.
he can't interact at all during
Actually,
this whole time period.
he should draw three more lands because
Oh, the Revoker's gonna hit the
that
right. The Revoker's gonna hit the
Revoker's gonna
wasteland,
land. There's another Sphere.
and there's a thorn.
Well, Sean has a lot of stuff in his sideboard, so
So wasteland, Revoker, the Mox pass back. Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. But you want to keep a hand that does something in game one.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can mulligan that much and expect to still have a chance of winning. You give away so many percentage points with every card less. I mean, the first mulligan's not as bad now because of the scry rule, but that mulligan from 6 to 5 is huge, and the mulligan
five
from
to four.
5 to 4 is just like handing the game away.
Sean draws a 6 mana card. It might as well have been an Ace of Spades because I don't think that's ever being cast this game. It costs 8 at this point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Chandra the Flamecaller is pretty good in this situation.
Do you think he boards those out? He's been pretty high on them the past couple
He
weeks.
loves that card, but it is so bad in this matchup. I can't possibly see it being kept.
He does have a pulverize in the sideboard too. He's got chewers and a pulverize.
I mean, Pulverize blows up your own mana though. Like, how are you play? How are you planning on playing at Chandra after a Pulverize?
I was just saying. I was just talking
Yeah.
about sideboard
Oh yeah, yeah,
options.
yeah, yeah. Oh
The
yeah,
game's
yeah.
pretty over. I'm just talking about sideboard options. Like, yeah, you take out the Chandra. It doesn't even really do much. Like, imagine you force it through and you get to like Wrath. Like, what's the best case scenario? You kill 2 lodestones.
I guess if you paid 8 mana for it, because if you have to pay 8 mana for it to get through against the Lodestone.
Got a bunch of got a lot of cards to take out, mental missteps and such. So I still like this deck from Sean. He just needs his sideboard card. Gonna die a slow death. And with top decking a bunch of lands on a row, I don't think it'll be enough. And that's a Ravager too. So let's say Keith just eats both spheres to just be, sporting. No, you don't think?
I mean, well, yeah. I mean,
Actually, sphere doesn't do anything here, right?
3-ball doesn't do not anything. I don't know why you do. Well, I don't know why you would take 4 damage to play a 3-ball right there. You play Ravager. Get a little more of a clock down.
One more damage. That seems decent.
Yeah, that's
And then
better
the
than
next turn you can tangle.
just 4 damage to play a 3 Trinisphere when there's already 2 spheres out. Seems like a lot. I mean, these double ancient tome is so bad.
Double ancient tomb is
It's such a bad. I've never seen a hand with double ancient tome that like ends up turning. They usually look okay. They're like, okay, I can cast spells, but he's at 8 life. He's gonna cut himself off a life soon.
Yeah, he's gonna cut himself off a mana soon, but he's got a clock. He's fine.
Is it-
He can just start
the
eating.
metamorph costs 6 life to play, so that's a dead card.
Yeah, I like that.
The Tangleware costs 4 life to play. Sean's not even gonna bother though.
He doesn't even bother. He's dead to the. He could just he probably can all in him next turn most likely.
So Matt, yes, he's dead to Lodestone with the first hand, but he's pretty much anything else. The second hand he had
one land.
Was 1 land, but at least had a Force of Will. His third hand had 2 Force of Wills. I mean, it didn't have any mana basically, but you have 2 Force of Wills. You can at least get rid of a couple threats.
So he's got a Hercules, Pulverize.
His fourth hand was completely useless.
3 Chewers. Rolling Earthquake is interesting. It would be kind of hard to push that through, but getting it off would.
It's only 1 Pulverize and 3 Ingot Chewers. Okay, that's not as good as I thought it was.
And a Hercules.
Okay. Just 5 cards that are really, and he probably brings on the Sudden Shock because I think it's good in this matchup.
Yeah, so he has
maybe Roiling Earthquake, right? It might be hard to. You're right. It's probably hard to cast.
Yeah, I had 6. That's 6 in, 6 out, easy mental missteps.
Depends how many bad cards he has. He has 4 missteps and 2 Chandras. Okay, yeah, that's easy.
Well, he's 2 Flusterstorm as well. He has to take out the Flusterstorm before he takes out Chandra.
Cards. Yeah, he has a lot of bad cards.
Maybe takes out one of the Chandras for.
Do you consider Tormod script? Just shut off a Crucible.
Keith has 2 Crucible in the sideboard, but like John's supposed to play Mana Denial too. The idea is to play Blood Moon. Blood Moon makes it so he just has Mountain.
Sure, yeah. If you have Blood Moon. Sometimes you don't have it though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many bad cards, and it seems like Sean just doesn't like to play cards against the Shops matchup, I guess.
He technically has 5 Shops cards.
I mean, but he has a lot of dead cards in the main, so.
He drew one of them. It's not like he had a hand junked up with Flusterstorm.
No, but he mulled the 4.
Yeah, the second hand had just a volcanic island. I just would have kept the first hand. You just have
the first hand you beat everything except for like a first turn load zone.
Yeah.
Or at least you have game against everything.
Okay, so we have double Ancient Tomb again. I think I mulligan this. Well, I guess he has turn 1/1 Hangerback Walker, turn 2 Lodestone. John has a bunch of jewelry and an Ingot Chewer. And Engineer Explosives that kills all of his moxes.
Sean's hand is very sketchy, but he's probably got to keep it.
Yeah, I mean,
His hand is double ancient tome again.
Yeah, double ancient tomb
So
again. The amount of mana he's drawn, this is hard cast Ingot Chewer territory. He could draw like Lotus or something and play the first turn Lodestone, and that'd be even. I think he's just playing Hangerback. Oh, he goes for Strip Mine. I just strip, especially when he's played 2 Moxes. Like that's not his only basic, and he's cuts himself off of playing Lodestone. I did not like that play.
it's gonna turn out well though. Sean doesn't have another land.
Right, but he has a bunch of mana.
I mean, it doesn't stop him. Yeah, I mean, you would play the ancient tome instead, I guess.
Yeah, I would go Ancient Tomb Hangerback to have turn 2 Lodestone. Like Lodestone is stalled for another turn.
Yeah. This Hangerback's gonna get.
Like he had to top deck the factory. Like Strip Mine
Yeah.
could just be pumping it, you know?
You can think about sudden shocking this, but you probably don't want to.
Um,
Not until he at least activates it, I think.
no, I like Sun Shocking it. Just slow him down as much as possible.
But I mean, it's still a 1/1.
Yeah.
So
Well, now he can next turn just hard cast Ingot Chewer. He doesn't even need to use Lotus if he draws a land. There's Blood Moon.
why do you exile a Hangerback?
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it matters. Like, he's just not completely used to the interface. That's all that is.
Yeah.
So, like E for 0 was really bad.
He used Blood Moon. Oh god, I do not like playing the Mana Crypt, but
You have ways to remove it.
well, at least Keith doesn't hurt himself now with these ancient tomes. That's a good thing from his side.
Ancient
Play another
Mountains.
Hangerback, hit for 1.
Yep. Next turn he plays Tanglewire.
Yeah, you can consider playing Tanglewire. Problem with playing Tanglewire, it locks himself down. If he draws another land, you can't play those Lodestones then.
Could strongly consider just
You
hard
didn't play the
casting.
Hangerback. I don't know why you didn't play the Hangerback.
I don't know why either. There's no downside to it. You're just playing your cards. Passes the turn again. I don't know. I think he doesn't want to burn the Lotus. He wants to save Lotus for something. There's
Alright,
another.
yeah, so he has the 4th land now. I mean, I don't see any reason to play Tanglewire now. I mean, if he had played the Hangerback last turn, yeah, then because then he has Tanglewire, Hangerback, and Thopter to tap to the wire, and then he could still play his Lodestone. But right now, playing Tanglewire stops himself from casting Lodestone, and Sean's not even doing anything.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. What is he doing? Why would you do that?
I like the tangle here. I like.
You're stopping yourself from playing your own spells, and your opponent's not even playing anything.
Vicious Mountain. Yeah. The Blue Dune is doing a lot of work here. It would have been.
Oh yeah. Blood Moon is doing a lot. The problem is the rest of Sean's deck is not doing anything. He's now used 2 Sudden Shocks to kill 1 Hangerback Walker.
What else does it do in this matchup?
It kills Ravager. That's the real reason to have.
It does kill Ravager. I think. Well, he was playing it against Mentors. It draws Dak. Oh,
Dak
he had another
good.
mana. Yeah.
Turn. Yeah. So he's just gonna. You might consider playing the E at 0, just to have someone to tap to the wire right now, and
That's
then
not
you
a
can
bad idea.
set up your deck next turn.
Yeah, you can play.
You tap 3 next turn. So you tap down the explosives, the jet, and the crypt, and then you Lotus into deck feed in.
Which you can pay for the Lodestone.
You can pay for a Lodestone, yeah. But he's not going to play the Lodestone because of the Tanglewire.
Oh yeah, right.
He's 2 mana this turn. All right, so he's definitely all right. He has a Revoker.
So what is Revoker name?
Like either the Mana Crypt or the Mox Ruby.
I think I named Ruby. Ruby seems perfect here, even though it doesn't matter because he can play around it. Oh no, never mind. He needs a top deck.
Naming the Ruby is huge.
Yeah, naming Ruby is really big.
Because then Sean needs to top deck a land.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how big. How does he know how big the Ruby is though? So he might revoke the Mana Crypt because the Mana Crypt is more mana.
I think he wants to name the Ruby because he doesn't have any colored mana then.
Yeah. It stops him, cuts him off a lot of stuff. I agree. I'm just saying the logic for naming a mana crypt. He names mana crypt.
Yeah. The logic of naming Mana Crypt is there, but I think I would just name the Ruby colored mana. Because that's how he's going to kill my stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's just gonna do anything.
what if naming the Ruby shuts off the ability to chewer it? Like, that's huge. So tap 3 things. Taps his Crypt Jet, and Engine Explosives, which is funny. It's actually kind of funny that artifact that taps, you don't need to tap to use it. Soul Ring.
Right.
That's pretty good. He's just got all artifact mana. The EE is never going to get popped.
That can't steal anything good right now. It walks into a factory.
Can't walk into a factory. That factory is a mountain.
Oh, right. It's a mountain.
Mishra's Mountain.
You can take the... Should you just take the Revoker?
I think you just take the Revoker. Yeah. And then you can just start looting. Like,
yeah, you start looting, and you have a chewer and a soul. You have tons of mana in play. And
he needs to top deck really well in order to. He needs to draw 2 lands in a row. Like the Blood Moon is doing an incredible amount of work here. Although he needs to get rid.
This is a pretty good. Okay, he's in a good situation right now.
Yeah.
Keith kind of. So if Keith had played the Lodestone when he should have, which would have been last turn.
Turn 2.
Sean would have still had a deck. He still would have deck fit into it.
I think. Well, it got gotten chewered. So if you went for turn 2.
Oh, if you played it on turn 2, yeah, it would have gotten chewered.
It would have gotten chewered. The chewer is still there. Very important to mention. So actually, he can still draw lands.
Still cut off of his list. All right. Ravager was a huge draw because Ravager's so good against deck fading.
Yeah, he just eats whatever.
Ravager's gonna prevent the deck fading from really dominating the game, but deck fading is so
target deck first, right?
Still gonna get a few lootings in, and he could potentially just chew this.
Yeah, chew the Ravager.
Right? Yeah, and then leave up the steals.
What's the hard cast it though? I think that's. I don't know. That's what I would want to do. You want to start killing your opponent, you know?
Yeah. So you tap 2. You can hard cast this next turn.
Yeah.
No? Oh no, because the Revoker's on the
Crypt. So he needs to draw a land. So he does have the Soul Ring. He doesn't draw a land. Like he hasn't found a second.
He has won every single mana crypt roll.
And now he can't even use Dak because what's he gonna get rid of?
How do you like winning every single mana crypt roll? I mean, the card's pretty good when you win every single fight. Might be the best. If it didn't have that drawback, it might be the best card in Magic.
Two star. Or sorry, diamond. Produces diamond.
Produces diamond. Costs 0 to play. You can do it every turn.
Like. He is Dak. So he's doing this knowing full well he's just gonna have to discard the 2 cards that he draws. I mean, was there anything else? I guess if he draws Pulverize, there's the land he needs. Now, does he just go crazy and discards the chewer?
No. I mean, I guess the Ancestral was pretty good though.
What was that old statistic of discards Ancestral Recall? The hard cast
the chewer though? Yeah, oh god, yeah. No, you can't cast that up. You have 3/3 and destroy your Ravager? No. That's way better than draw 3 cards. Menendian, I feel like Menendian's philosophy is always keep the Ancestral. No?
No, it was from an article.
That guy loves drawing cards more than any human being I've ever seen.
It was a really, really old article where like the percentage between resolving Ancestral and winning the game.
It's really high.
Yeah, like if you resolve Ancestral and your opponent doesn't, it's like a 95 or something. According to that, but that was
that's like the blue mirror though. That can't be in the shop. That can't be against shops.
I don't know.
I resolve Ancestral or against shops or dredge. It's completely irrelevant.
Yeah, like Keith can't even play anything because you just get dacked.
I mean, you have to play stuff though. You have plenty of stuff in your hand. Yeah. Just let the deck steal it, and then the deck is dead.
Yeah.
Like you play a Lodestone.
He lost the flip.
Oh my gosh. He has an out though. If it ever becomes a problem.
Dig that he can't cast. I think you plus stack because that dig is just.
No, yeah, you just keep plussing back. There's no reason to stop.
Loot. Oh, he is the
Rolling Earthquake.
rolling earthquake. My thing had to load it actually because I've never seen this card before.
And they reprinted it in some sort of promo. I didn't know.
Commander. Get printed in Commander.
So what
Keeps
that
the
is?
earthquake.
Okay. Yeah, it was originally a. I mean, obviously horsemanship. It's originally a
Portal 3 Kingdom.
portal. Strictly better than Earthquake, unless you're playing flying creatures yourself.
Right. Which is how what's it? Rough Tumble. I know that's some tech with Delver where you can do the play Rough Tumble, kill all their like ground guys and save your Delvers.
Yeah, I don't know what Rough Tumble does. Regular Earthquake would work though, I would assume.
Yep.
Alright, so game 3.
Game 3.
Those are two very uninteractive games.
Non-functioning off of. So I guess the strip right of way was good because he never drew another land, but I just hate strip with nothing in play. Strip waste. If you just your first turn
I think
is.
it's a fine. I think it's a fine. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a fine play.
He
A
could
lot
have
of times,
gone. He could have
a lot
gone
of times
threat.
A lot of
You
times,
know?
it just ends the game or stalls out your opponent. I mean, Sean didn't have anything anyway, so I don't know how much it mattered, but
I mean, especially your opponent goes
it didn't
mox.
seem.
You
It
know?
didn't seem like it did a lot that game.
Yeah, it's
But
just.
in the end, it didn't do anything probably at all. But the first time it really came up that it would have done something was when he had to pitch the ancestral
Yeah.
to keep the Ingature.
Yeah, to keep the chewer. I don't know. I think if he had went hanger back, lodestone, he could then start like putting counters on his hanger back with the strip mine. I think your opponent goes mox land. Stripping their land is not that best tonight. That's just how I see it.
No, yeah, I agree. Because of the Mox, yeah, it's not as good. But strip mine your land when all you did was just play a land on your turn. It's almost like time walking your opponent with a chance of much more. Sean's is a mulligan. Keith's is a sketchy keep, but probably keep.
So he's got what? Turn 1 Ravager,
Turn 1
turn
Ravager,
2
turn 2
Revoker.
revoke your Mox and strip you, or Tangle Wire you. That's not bad. And then he has a Metamorph to do something else. It's not a bad hand. If he top decks any of his bigger spells, he can cast them all too. There's plenty of mana. I mean, no spheres is not awesome, but
Oh, there's the
there's
pulverize.
yeah, and one non-basic mountain. That's what I hate about pulverize. It's just
I mean, with
it
pulverize,
costs so many lands. It costs so many lands, and then blows up your. You have to sack 2 lands and then destroy all of your own mana base. Like, it's just so much. The cost is so heavy. You're losing so many cards. Like how many? You need to blow up at least 3 things on their side to even get parity.
it's that or the fourth chewer. I think I'd rather have the fourth chewer. I think it was an untargeted thing. I think the pulverize, because I remember he brought it in against Josh, because Josh has Sphinx of the Steel one. And technically, pulverize is a red out to Sphinx of the Steel.
Okay.
It's gonna be Ravager because play Revoker to have something. Unless he's good enough to blind Revoker on Lotus.
I mean, you blind Revoker on Lotus when you have no other turn 1 play. But in this situation, he has a Ravager, and it's one of the few situations where blind naming Lotus would actually be good. Would actually be a better play. Blind naming Lotus is the best thing to name on turn 1 if you have nothing else to play.
Land Mox.
He can Lotus into this Trinket Mage, or he can hold the Lotus and try to pulverize next turn. He's going to try to hold the Lotus and pulverize next turn. And he's going to get his Mox revoked, and he's going to get his land stripped, and he's not going to be a happy camper. As long as Keith.
He doesn't need the hard. He doesn't need the Lotus. He just needs another. Unless he plays it a different way. Unless he wants to
If he gets stripped and revoked, if he gets stripped, so the strip is going to shut off the pulverize.
He could play land Lotus. He could just go for that 3 mana. He could go for Revoker Tangle. No, that's not very good.
No, the Tinker Warrior isn't good enough right now. I'd strip him and
Yeah, I like this. Like bring him down to 0 resources. I like that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I kind of feel that strip is
0.
always better when you have something in play
I
rather
might
than
even
just
consider just
strip go.
eating my Lotus with this Ravager right now because my Lotus is not that good. Just get an extra point of damage in. I like aggressively sacking stuff to my Ravager though. I know a lot of people like to hold permanents in play.
I
It
think you
gives your
want to.
opponents a lot of times your opponent gets, at least me on the other side of watching Ravager pilots, I feel like I get a lot more turns than I should really deserve because my opponent's afraid to sack stuff to it. Like I probably eat the Lotus. It's an extra point of damage.
I think he really wants to be able to cast a Triskelion. Triskelion would kind of seal this game.
So he still has 3 mana with the Tolarian, right? I mean, I guess you're exposing yourself to a Blood Moon
Yeah,
a little bit more.
out here.
I mean, it's just off a Tolarian. He still has a clock that he has to deal with. Sean does.
So Keith's trying to strip both games. That's kind of games 2 and 3 has been
Sean's
stripped against Sean's
definitely
bunch
definitely
of
gotta
basics.
definitely gonna pop this Lotus into a Trinket Mage.
What do you trinket for red or blue? Red or blue Mox?
So that's the thing. Do you trinker? Do you get a Mogs when you know you're planning on pulverizing, or do you get a like top or something and just try to find the second mountain? He's gonna Lotus this turn.
Lotus out.
He's playing. Do not play the Tangle Wire. That's bad.
Uh, a take back? Let's go. He is playing Metamorph.
Uh,
Metamorph. Metamorph on Revoker? Metamorph on Revoker, blind name Lotus.
seems good. Really good right now. Strangely good. What do you know to do? All right. Well, Sean's in a horrible situation.
Is he
I
really gonna
guess.
blind name
I
Lotus here?
I guess
Dak. Oh,
because I
Dak.
guess
Okay.
because thinking about. Oh, he named Dak Faden. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I just. I'm all. I'm. Oh, there's
This is the same
Jace.
thing ever.
There's
All right,
Jace to die.
Jace, the guy that doesn't. It's terrible right now.
Yeah, it's
Though.
really
Jace is really
bad.
bad right
Unless
now.
Sean wants to save the Lotus to try to play the Chandra, because Chandra would just.
I can't believe I just heard that in Vintage.
Chandra would be really good here.
Yeah, if he has 2 more mana sources and a Chandra in his hand, neither of which are the case. He doesn't have Chandra in his hand at this point to even build into. Lotus into the Trigger Mage. He needs to do that. He needs to get a blocker in play.
Yeah.
You can't be taking this much damage.
And actually, Trinket Mage, if he throws in front of the Ravager, like, I guess he could play Tanglewire to sack to it. I don't know. He does. His board is very fragile right now.
It stops the Revokers from attacking if he drops the Trigger Mage. So that's at least 2 damage.
Yeah.
And then you can force him to eat stuff with the Ravager, and yeah, I think it's very good. It's a good block. It's a good way to slow down Keith's game plan right now. A grizzly bear is actually pretty good against these Ravager shops lists sometimes when they don't have Triskelion or Lodestone Golem.
I think Earthquake would also be decent here. Actually, no, he need other mana for it to be worthwhile. I know there's like a lot of sweepers here that would be good.
I Lotus into Trinket Mage, get a top with a Trinket Mage, play the top.
So he
That
just.
might be a little bit greedier than he should go, but I think the top is
Yeah.
the best thing to get. You can get a Mana Source is the other thing you find. Is playing the Jace? This is so bad.
I guess it does fog for a turn.
But you use your Lotus to fog?
Break Lotus
a
for
single
fog?
turn?
Yeah. Well, come on. People have broken Lotus to play 3 walls of wood. Like, how bad is this?
I mean, 3 walls of wood would be really good right now. I don't know what you're talking
3 walls
about.
of
3
wood would
walls
be
of wood would
amazing
completely
here.
stall the game state.
Wow, no mana. That's really bad.
3 walls of wood would be way better than Jace right now.
Finding no mana there is really rough. He does have the burning, but he can't cast it. He's 100% going to kill this Jace. He can still deal him 2 damage killing the Jace. And he can just play Tangle. Oh, there's Triskelion. He can't cast it, though. If he had saved the Lotus,
Sean
he could
doesn't
have
have
been able
top
to...
in his deck list.
What's that?
Sean does not have top in his deck list, Matt's saying.
I thought he did. Wasn't there the top war last week? Yeah, he has a Sensei top. He has 1 Sensei top. Yeah, he's got top.
Yeah, okay. You're wrong, Matt.
You know, he has 1 top. But he didn't play that. He played Trinket.
He played Jace.
Yeah, he didn't play Trinket Mage. He played...
Which is wrong.
Yeah. Well, like, if he had found another red land there, he would have been able to pulverize. And then both players would have nothing. Like, if you goes like, I don't know. It's... If he had the means to play this pulverize right now, it'd be gigantic here. Even because he can also play it through Tanglewire.
Yeah, but if it's not in your top 3, your brainstorm locked and your Jace is dead.
I mean, he plays extra lands.
Your brainstorm locked now,
I mean just in general, he plays extra lands. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He plays 16 lands.
Well, he's losing now.
Well, he doesn't lose. He needs to go through 1 more turn, so 10. So he'll go down to 7 over the course of 2 turns. Another Tanglewire.
He should play this Tanglewire so he can play the Trike next turn.
Yeah, he will lose some damage though, but yeah, he'll definitely.
He loses like a slight bit of damage, but he sets up his combo to kill next turn. Because the Trike is dead is death next turn, I think, right? Yeah, it's lethal next turn.
7? Does he have 7 artifacts in play? 3.
5.
I'm sorry.
He hits for
4. Yeah, so we will kill him. Yeah.
Yeah, he hits for.
Well, no, because he has to tap stuff for it. Though.
He taps the wire, the Mox, and
That's
a
only
Revoker.
3, yeah.
He sacks the Mox and the Tangle Wire. He swings for 5. That puts him to 7.
So
he moves all the counters over. Yeah, you can get lethal next turn if he wants. You can play a little bit safer and play around some removal.
Oh, he's just eating it.
Oh yeah, he gets Tangle right.
But now he can't play
in the turn.
But he can't play Triskelion now.
Oh right, yeah, he needed that. You're right.
Yeah, he really needed that. So Sean can still draw a mountain and blow up everything. So that's why Sean's like, staying. So he's got 1 turn to draw a mountain.
And there's Tolarian, yeah, because he's relying on Tolarian for his mana.
Yeah, that's the only other land he's drawn.
Yeah, he couldn't eat the Tangle Wire. Right. All right. So you go to top Tangle, Revoker.
So he can just play Tangle here, and then Sean just has to draw
5
mountain. Draw a mountain in this deck.
He had lethal. If he kept the Tangle Wire in play, he taps Revoker, Tangle Wire, casts the Triskelion, sacks everything other than the Triskelion to the Ravager, swings for 5, brings him to 7, sacks the Ravager, moves the counter to the Triskelion, and kills him.
If that was a mountain, this game would just be completely reset. He had so much to deal with it, he just got land screwed again. Yeah. I wonder what the next 3 were. He could somehow float it. I feel like he'd drawn that the previous turn.
Jason played it later and not brainstorm locked himself.
I don't know. I liked your Trinket. I like Trinket Mage for mana there. Batter Skull. Oh, yeah, he was gonna. No, it was gonna be a. Wow, there was no mountain forever.
I mean, getting an island is ancestral, though, right?
Ancestral, but ancestral. if he had gotten Essential the previous turn, he was going to draw Island, Batterskull, Drain, and then Blood Moon. Well, I guess Blood Moon would have turned on the... No, he wouldn't have enough mana. Yeah, he just got mana screwed.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, so we'll be back with the next match in